So the last time we did Swan Lake was in 2012, I'm pretty sure, and I was 12 years old. I was in 7th grade, and I was a swan. I think it was my first choral, and I was kind of a baby, and I was the youngest one. I was really excited to, like wear the tutu and, be at Merrill and do like this amazing dance and just kind of like be a swan. It's just like so elegant and kind of dramatic. I also kind of saw it as like a cool challenge. I was like, okay, like I have to make this good. And I was dancing on stage with my cousin at the time, so that was a big deal. And I remember she at one point told me like, you should like be doing this better. And it was like this one step that like I do now. I do that step and I'm like, okay, like remember what Christina told me to do. So yeah, it was really cool to do that then, and I think gave me an awareness of how to dance in the core. A lot has changed for me, myself personally, as a dancer over the 5 years between the last time we did Swan Lake and now when I'm doing Swan Lake. But I think one of the biggest changes I feel within myself is just kind of an awareness of where I am on stage. And obviously we're not in Merrill right now, we're in a smaller theater, but I think there's a kind of attention for myself and for everyone about like the details and like where like are we gonna step on this count, are we gonna have like how are we gonna have our arms. When I'm dancing, I'm thinking about that too. I'm thinking about like, okay, like I'm gonna point my foot then and I'm gonna like put my arms in this specific place. Maybe this hasn't changed as much, but maybe I'm just more aware of it, is kind of like being within the role. And when even when I'm rehearsing, just taking that kind of seriously, yeah, that's something that I think changed for me when I was younger. I was just like overwhelmed completely by this, and so now that's something I consider more. I think the most challenging part about Swan Lake is standing. You're just on your feet for a really long time, and then you're tired, your feet hurt, but all you want to do is just go off and like put your feet up on the wall for like 5 minutes and then come back on, but you can't. And that's something that is hard about the core, that the leads, like obviously being a lead is really hard, but it's something that's like distinctively hard about the core. The thing I most enjoy about Swan Lake is just being a swan. Going out on stage and you're like, I'm like a beautiful maiden trapped in a swan's body, and acting in that role. And even though I'm in the core, like I have a character, and that's something that's really cool. Yeah, that's what I like most about Swan Lake. I'll just say this, I'm really happy that Swan Lake is gonna be my last performance with Maine State Ballet. Coming full circle. And I'm really excited to be dancing in it.